יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
יעלמה דברה קירותיה וימליך מלכותיה וישמח.
Avraham and Peretz Hasid are on the island of Corfu, paying tribute to an ancestor they never even knew existed.
This is the grave of Savas Israel. He was originally buried. He died in 1944 on the island.
And these Israeli brothers are alive today, thanks to a brave Greek mother and a community who saved from the Nazis their mother Rosa, a tailor named Savas Israel, and his daughters.
It's okay, but it's okay.
And for award-winning New York City television journalist and author Yvette Manassas Corporon, this embrace was a lifetime in the making.
My yaya and everyone on Erikusa was capable of doing this, and they did stand up collectively to save their friends.
Yvette came to Israel to celebrate and sign copies of her book, Something Beautiful Happened, being released in Hebrew.
My grandmother would tell me that she would open the door at night, the girls would come, they would leave their hiding place, they would knock on the door, and that she would let them inside, bring them in, that every day she would take food from my father's plate and his sister's plate and my grandmother's own plate.
לא ידענו שום דבר על כל מה שקרה לאמא שלי בשואה.
We didn't know anything about what happened to my mother during the war and the Holocaust. She was too traumatized to talk about it, or didn't want to make us sad. People are surprised to find out that the Jews of Greece also went through the Holocaust.
My father was around 9 or 10 at the time, and he remembers the Nazis on the island threatening, knocking on doors, pounding, going from door to door, saying, "Are you hiding Jews? If we find them, we will kill you, we will murder your entire family, and we will burn down this island."
The staff of DNA and genealogy platform MyHeritage served up a Greek vibe for the emotional event with a happy ending.
They called me the new Sherlock Holmes. I really love genealogy hands-on. I'm a genealogical detective.
For MyHeritage founder and CEO Gilad Yefet, tracking down Savas' relatives was a personal obsession.
I thought, wow, that's an amazing story. I was drawn by the challenge. Anything that is very difficult draws me even more to try to solve it.
More than 7 decades after Avraham and Peretz's mother traveled the same waters to safety in Israel, and with only first names and a search of 3,000 gravestones.
So by finding this fluke, this stroke of luck with 2 first names and guessing the Hebrew version and finding that they lived on the same address.
Yefet solved the mystery of his career. He found himself in the home of the Hasid family, who had a black and white photo of Savas Israel himself.
I told them, do you know who this person is on the wall? They said, we have no idea. This person was very dear to our mother, but we have no idea who it is. I told them, okay, sit down, I have an amazing story for you. This is Savas, your ancestor, and this is how your mother was saved.
And even more miraculous, the tireless team even tracked down 97-year-old Nino Nachoshon, who not only survived Auschwitz,
He said, this is my name. 15510.
but the Corfu native remembers Yvette's grandmother and the family of Savas like it was yesterday.
אף אחד לא התנהג כמו המשפחה שלה. Nobody was caring like your family. You remember? No.
Nino, although he went through hell, was willing to speak of it because he understood how significant it was that we remember this story and stories like it and how important it is for history. And when I first met Nino, he told me nobody cared. No one cared about his story. No one cared about the Greek Jews of Corfu.
A story that dates back over 800 years with centuries of Greek Christians and Jews living together as friends and neighbors until the Holocaust, when most of the 2,000 Jews of Corfu and Erikusa disappeared without a trace.
Now, a few years later, I'm here, our book has been published in Hebrew, and also that the story of the Greek Jews of Corfu is being taught in the Israeli public school system, to go back to Nino and say, people do care.
Emily Francis, I-24 News.